Okay, it's time for a vlog video. Since it's the start of a new month, well, the second day of the new month of June. So let me tell you what I've been up to. I've been up to much really. I've been been really tired. So it's been hard doing the things I had planned on wanting to do. But here's some things you would see I would have done on my YouTube channel. I did a beta of the Street Fighter 6. I played with Ryu and Ken. Really enjoyed it, but the only I think I did quite decently on the online matches. One of the problems I had was sometimes pulling out the actual moves, because obviously there was obviously the delay on the internet. Well, when I get somebody now, when I was in practice mode, pulling out the moves and the combos wasn't really an issue. It was only when you're fighting against an opponent that I had problems here and there, but I think I did fairly decent and held my own. And considering that I haven't played like Street Fighter or any of the Street Fighter games a lot online of recent, so this kind of would have been first time in a long time. And usually, obviously, depending on which consoles you have to have the subscription to be able to play online anyway, which I missed the days of the PS3 when you didn't have to sit there and do that. But yeah, I rather kind of enjoyed it. Now, will I be getting Street Fighter 6? I doubt it somehow. Some of the things that have kind of put me off of it is the fact that that obviously the season passes get expensive, and then you know what Capcom are going to do? We're going to keep releasing a new version of it, which is what they did when they put all these season passes on there. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. All I can say is never say never in terms of the content. I mean, I do want to play it at some point. It's just going to be more of a question of when. So I've been in my spare time, I've been playing Forza 6. I mean, Forza 7 I actually played on Game Pass, but Forza 6 I still have physically. I've been practicing in driving around in the cockpit view, because hopefully I might get back to my driving lessons again. So although it's not kind of the same thing in terms of, obviously in real life you'll be driving with a wheel, for me it's like driving in the cockpit view. Is kind of in a way, it kind of makes you more aware when you look in the mirrors and looking at things. So I'm hoping that will help a little bit. But I'm enjoying the game. Maybe try it Gran Turismo Sport. Eventually I do want to get Gran Turismo 7. Sorry about the shaky cam, because I haven't got my actual grip with me to hold it, to hold my phone while I'm filming. Don't know where I've put it. I'm nice at home somewhere, but anyway. So we've got that. I did do a video on Far Cry 6. There was a trial version that was available. I think it's both on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. It lets you play about I think it's about 12.5% of the actual game. So as soon as you get to a certain point in the actual game, it locks off, and then it gives you the option to actually play the game, full version of the game you want to buy digitally. I actually have done a video in regards of that, but I actually enjoyed it more so than what I thought I would. Will I pick up the game at some point? I think definitely will. Although I need to play the previous Far Cry games. I have obviously Far Cry 4 and the Far Cry Prime one, and that's about as far as I've got. Far Cry 3 I had it on the PS3, but I don't think I totally finished it. And then after obviously Far Cry Primal, you've got Far Cry 5, and there's some other ones that are available after that. Obviously offshoots of the actual series, and I haven't played them yet. But I played the demos or trials of the other ones, and although I thought they were alright, to me I really liked number 6 is the one that kind of got me gripped, especially with the actual graphics. They really look good. Except for the only minor issue for me was the actual controls. It felt a little bit loose. Didn't feel like as comfortable as I would have liked. So I've got that. I've done some comic book uploads to, and then going back on the theme of Far Cry. I uploaded the first part. There's 3 parts that I've done, and then YouTube wanted to rate the video 18, so I peeled it and then they let me put the video up, which I find a bit weird because when you play games like Resident Evil and when you're blowing limbs and doing that stuff, like, they don't seem to have a problem with that, which is a bit weird. So that's alright. Yeah, I've been uploading some of my comics, so I've got a few more to upload and still quite a load to actually film. For those of you who've been on my channel recently, you would have seen my Marvel mug collection that I've been buying over the past coming weeks. That seems to be doing rather well on the actual channel, where people seem to really like them. I've got, funny enough, I've actually got two more. I've got one more Marvel mug and something Marvel related coming up, so stay tuned for that. So that's all coming up. People seem to love the movie news I do, like I did one on Spider-Man 4 and the Miles Morales live action movie, and then just recently filmed the Batman 2 news regarding that movie. And what I might thinking of doing is that if there's any significant news on big movies, I might do some short little reviews. Started doing another mini series on film recommendations. So the last one that I've done is on the Blues Brothers classic movie, and if you haven't watched it, highly recommend checking the actual movie out. It's really great. I've got another movie review. It's actually a DC animated movie. It's Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. Obviously with the Flash movie coming in June, decided to watch it again, so I've got a review of that coming up. I was playing FIFA 23 because they put it on Game Pass, and been really kind of enjoying that. Obviously now my Game Pass has run out, so there won't be any more. Although I do think I've got one more video to upload in terms of FIFA 23, and then eventually at some point I will get Game Pass back and obviously sit there and then play it. I do eventually want to start doing a playthrough of Mass Effect 2, the remastered one, because the Mass Effect remastered trilogy is actually on Game Pass, or I have seen it available for £10 in my local Asda, so maybe either I'll buy it or eventually when I get Game Pass I'll, you know, play it on there. But that was my favourite one in the series. Although in order I've played, it was Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, then Mass Effect 1, because Mass Effect 1 wasn't available at one point for the PS3 until they did the trilogy box set, and it was on there and you couldn't buy it separately. But so but of all the playthroughs I've done, I've actually done Mass Effect 1, so that's kind of really great. So yeah, expect to see Mass Effect 2. At some point I do want to do Resident Evil 2 remake, and then obviously Resident Evil 3 remake, and obviously we'll get to Resident Evil 4, and then at some point I'll do a playthrough of the original Resident Evil 4, which I've been playing it because of bloody copyright stuff, and it's a bit weird what's going on. So I do want to sit there and do that. I need to go back and do some of my music reviews. But as before, I've been really busy. My cousin's a builder, so he's been working on the kitchen, so there's still some more work to go. And then my aunt's been over here for the past month, and then she's going back next week, so I've been spending a lot of time with her. I'd had little health problems here and there, so I've been kind of really being busy and tired, so I haven't had a lot of time to play a lot of the games I want to play. I've been practicing Perfect Dark. So the last one I really by the rare and replay. Last one I really played it was on the N64. Didn't realise how hard the actual game was. So what I'm eventually going to do a playthrough of that, and then also I will be doing a playthrough of GoldenEye as well. Eventually when I get Game Pass back. So I'll be there. So you know, there's really a lot to look forward to. I've got a McDonald's review coming up. Well, it's not exactly anything new. Well, it's new for me, but not new in terms of the actual menus. In terms of what's like it's a new product. So I've got that to upload. So yeah, there's plenty of content that I've got to upload, or up and coming stuff that I still need to film. So stay tuned for that. And also a big welcome to the recent new subscribers I've had on my YouTube channel. That really appreciate it, that people have faith and like my content, hoping that we get more, and then we can make this channel a lot bigger. So yeah, that's my vlog for June 2023.